watch a mess, spill every drink on every dress, and you just smile, shake your head. Saw it coming cause you know me best. There's nowhere else I'd rather be than right here with you. Promise, please, you won't go anywhere without me. You got my heart. 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 We know thrills at 17, chasing every high, jumping off, no safety net. No, we be fire. I know when did we grow up and start to say no thrills, no thrills for me. Just trying to keep my heart from racing all the time. No thrills, no thrills for me. Just setting all this panic in my mind. I got filters in my head, locks on all my doors. Scared of losing what I have. I don't risk things anymore. When did I wake up and start to say no thrills, no thrills for me. Just trying to keep my heart from racing all the time. No thrills, no thrills for me. Just setting all this panic in my mind. No thrills, no thrills, no thrills, no thrills for me. No thrills, no thrills for me. Just trying to keep my heart from racing all the time. Setting all this panic in my mind. Promise, I swear I've been doing fine. No, I'm not alone and feeling like no thrills, no thrills for me. Just trying to keep my heart from racing all the time. No thrills, no thrills for me. Just setting all this panic in my mind. In my mind, in my mind, in my mind, in my mind. Oh, oh, No thrills, no thrills for me. No thrills, no thrills for me. Take all your banners, they say paint them white, and promise you will wave them when the sky is falling down. We mind our manners, not our heads, but if we're honest, all our flags are miles behind us on the ground. And I wouldn't have it any other way, any other way. If I don't know a thing about love, I know about us. No, I wouldn't have it any other way, any other way. If I don't know a thing about love, I know about us. If we're naive, at least we think we're sure of something. I'm not worried up late, losing sleep at night. We drew our lines and met up right around the middle. I'll be okay as long as you're here by my side. And I wouldn't have it any other way, any other way. If I don't know a thing figure out. All the rest we'll figure out. All the rest we'll figure out. I think I've been thinking too much. Hurt myself in check, but it's been one of those months where I feel everything a little too much, too deep. And I got 4 sitting pretty in my hand, but late at night I'm praying now the dice are gonna land until my heart is racing and I'm stressing in my sleep. My mind is playing tricks on me, tricks on me. My mind is playing tricks on me, tricks on me. My mind is playing tricks on me, tricks on me. My mind is playing tricks on me, tricks on me. Tricks on me now, tricks on me now, tricks on me now. I'm all good, I'm looking up, but baby, if I'm honest, you know I've been taking stock of every perfect little win and every close near loss I meet. And where it moves fast, run all the worst stuff, and what's my wheels are turning, it's just how to turn them off. So put some sugar on my ear and tell me something sweet. My mind is playing tricks on me, tricks on me. My mind is playing tricks on me, tricks on me. My mind is playing tricks on me, tricks on me. My mind is playing tricks on me, tricks on me. Tricks on me now, tricks on me now, tricks on me now. Tricks on me now, tricks on me now, tricks on me now. My mind is playing tricks on me, tricks on me. My mind is playing tricks on me, tricks on me. My mind is playing tricks on me, tricks on me. My mind is playing tricks on me, tricks on me. It's been a while, we haven't talked. I had some time to think us through. I promise I'm not looking for you, but here you are in all the words I thought I'd say. Have given up, but gotten lost in one good look in your 2 eyes. I'm on the floor. I thought that door was shut. I guess it's all that it takes. 6 months over, I feel so good. Are these feelings taking over me? I know I swore don't need no more. Are these feelings taking over me? Were you with both your empty arms and me with no self-control? I never stood a chance, and now I guess that it's too late. to say hello, and I know that I can hold on my peace like no hard feelings at all, and start all over again. 6 months over, I feel sober. Are these feelings taking over me? I know I swore, don't need no more. Are these feelings taking over me? I think I love you too much. I think I miss you too much. Are these feelings taking over me? I think I love you too much. I think I miss you too much. Are these feelings taking over me? 6 months over, I feel sober. I know I swore, don't need no more. Are these feelings taking over me? I think I love you too much. I think I miss you too much. Are these feelings taking over me? I don't wanna know where I might be without you. Verse out crying all alone in the bathroom. I just wanna be by your side all the time, standing tall, your hand in mine. I don't wanna know where I might be without you, 'cause you can lift me up, baby, when I'm falling apart. I'll keep all of the secrets.
All right, everybody. It's been a while, but now it's unexpected victory time. They're up against Wise Pixels, and it might be a little bit of a different roster than you're used to seeing because it's a whole new one. And I'm very, very excited to see how this new team gets it done. I am Johnny Esports, your host and showcaster for you today, and couldn't honestly be more excited to see what's going on here because we got some interesting players, new players on this roster, as well as technically an older player on this roster. Devil's back on this lineup, who was on this lineup before. Sorry, as I'm tabbing back and forth between a few different things. Who was on this roster before, and I remember them being very good. And that was back in Open. That was a few seasons ago now. A whole year from now ago. And they're back on it. Alphite, you'll recognize being back now on the starting lineup, is the IGL for the team now. And then 3 completely new members here in Snooze, Shade, and Staz, who I have less information about. I know less about, but we will see how they go on. Papa stays on as coach and analyst for this team. So there's no reason to sugarcoat it. It was a poor start to the season for Unexpected Victory, and I'm sure we were expecting a lot more. And there were some players in the team that I thought were, I said it a few times, I think individually good, but they're just lacked some gel that I think the team needed. And now basically we're trying to see if we can put together a new roster, salvage and avoid relegation, and keep themselves here in ESEA main. So Unexpected Victory looking to try to do that today with this new look roster. It'll be very cool to see how it gets done. And yeah, that's basically it, folks, as we wait for basically the game to get started. Let me know what you're feeling in chat. If you know anything about the players, maybe you're like, yo, Shade's gonna pop off. Just you wait. Just you watch it. Like, let me know, because this will be my first time seeing a few of these players, and it'll be really cool. See how they do. I like seeing new players because I like learning about new guys and seeing their different strengths and seeing how they're going to potentially gel together. It's a lot of potential really cool narratives kind of coming in on the day. But for me, Devil is a big one. I remember, I think it was like the very first showcast I did for Unexpected Victory. We had Devil on, and early on I was like, this guy's the carry of this team. And it was, you know, it was like one game sample size. We wanted to wait and see more, and then eventually we like moved on from Devil on the roster. So never really got to really find out the strengths of Devil, and now seeing them right here, they're right back in on this team. I actually get that chance to see how good Devil really is, you know, at a much higher division than Open, of course. So it's very cool to me. Lots of storylines potentially floating around here in this one. Lots of things to look out for. Alphyte returning to the starting lineup is huge. There was plenty of time where I've really enjoyed Alphyte when they were on the starting lineup. Now they're IGLing on this team, so adding a bit of that experience from before to the team to see how that kind of all gels and goes together. It's good stuff. There's a plethora of stuff, and that's without touching the three players I don't know very well. Again, in Chase, Staz, and Snooze, like I don't know them, and we'll see how they fit into this roster and where they kind of get things in together. And we're doing an overpass, which is, I would say, probably not like the easiest map to just kind of throw yourselves in. Like sometimes you're like new roster, you maybe want to see Mirage, something that's played a lot, Dust, or something that, you know, everyone kind of plays together. This is certainly a map that requires a decent amount of coordination, especially kind of on the T side. Finding a way to pierce the defense on this one can be potentially difficult. You do have to have a lot of really good set plays. I don't know exactly how much this 5 has gotten together to practice, but it's gonna be interesting, and they gotta start it now. That's the crazy part. They gotta like start performing now. There isn't a lot of wiggle room, as this team again is trying to maintain 5 wins and stay in main, or we'll see where the roster kind of goes from there. But it's exciting to see some new players get a chance at exactly that, and yeah, it's just about waiting for the games to actually get started. I think we're actually still technically waiting for one more person to connect to the server. Alphyte's still connecting. I think Papa is in here. Oh no, Alphyte's actually connected to the server. Papa is of course in there in the observer coach role, but it looks like Alphyte has actually connected to the server. So we are just waiting for that to get started, but it'll be good. I'll be very, very kind of interested to see how gelled this team potentially is. Again, I don't know how much time they spent scrimming. I don't know if they've even gotten a scrim as 5. It's tough to say, but we're gonna get into this now, get into the roster. And yeah, Alphyte is on the server. We're into this knife round, so we'll figure out which side they get to choose. I'm very intrigued on how they play the T side. I'm sure they would probably rather start the CT side, but either way, it'll be a fun one here tonight. So again, folks, this is a solo cast, so feel free to try to chat with me in the chat. There is a 2-minute delay, but either way, I do like to chat be a little bit interactive and talk with you all about what's going on in the game and go from there. So we do have the knife round 1 there by Wise Pixels. They will keep the CT side, so I'll get kind of my wish here to see how this team does on T side to get things started here on tonight. And we're finally in it. Match is live. ESEA main, Unexpected Victory, looking to pick up a new win with a new roster. Wise Pixels coming here tonight, looking to just go on with the season as normal for them. We've got dualies on Dams. Speaking of Wise Pixels, let's talk about their roster. They got Dams, Citizen, Abnormal, Overdose, and I'm going to go with Mike for MIQ. I'm going to go with that's pronounced Mike. If you happen to know in chat, feel free to correct me if I am wrong, as we watch Devil kind of chilling out by tracks there, right by Monster. And the defense already kind of rotating around through different spots. Alphyte now starting to move up through A long. Does have Snooze right behind and with them. A little bit of a split push coming in through from Unexpected Victory, as they've all kind of like split up and are looking for some picks here. Some shots going through towards water. Overdose is in that area. Does take a little bit of damage there. Tank a little bit of bullet. And here they go. Maybe wanting to play through Squeaky here. Staz does find a target. Does a little bit more damage onto Overdose. As Alpha now walks through, Squeaky gets the first frag of this match. Nice little headshot there from Alpha to get themselves onto site as they start moving up towards B. Citizen up from Heaven is taking some shots. Will take down Shade. Mike will also pick up on Alpha here. Here's Dams with those duels. He's going to take down one more. Snooze did finish off Abnormal while we're watching that, and Citizen go now too. So we're down to a 2v2. 1v2 after that nice shot from Dams. That's Snooze now down to 5 HP. Does have to deal with Mike up in Heaven, who will clean that up. So it will be a pistol round win here for Wise Pixels. They had the initial pick. They got themselves into the B site. Couldn't deal with the one up top of Heaven, which is often tough to deal on the T side in the pistol round. And in the end, Wise Pixels picks up the W in the first round of this game. So they will get the chance to buy up a little bit more. See if they cleanly pull off the conversion. But here's UV1 trying to cause some danger. Someone is trying to walk right up towards them. Has pushed up through short A quickly, but is already backing up now, it looks, as we watch Citizen hanging out back on the B side. And yeah, Dams was the one that stepped up all the way almost up to Fountain and has backed up now and is watching over Bathroom. Mike continuing to watch through Monster here as we watch Dams now make his way through Bathroom and find a target, taking down Alphite. Dams now backing off as is a little bit surrounded as Devil and Snooze are trying to track him down, but Dams with a little bit better weaponry is able to take down Devil there. Overdose was also able to take on Staz at that same time. Not sure where that was on the map, to be completely honest. Abnormal with a nice little shot does take on Snooze. Shade's last one left. Dams will finish him off. 3K for Dams on the round. 2-0 start here for Wise Pixels. Let's see what UV1 can do with the rifles now as we get into the third round of this match. So into this bonus, Mike's got an M4. Everyone else, of course, going to keep some SMGs and that one scout. Damn, still with that FAMASA, did pretty good work with it in the last round, picking up that 3K. And 3 members of UV1 start moving up. Overdose. Let's get us. Oh, I think meant to smoke off that molly, not throw it past. UV1 playing quite a bit back, looking for a pick. Shade doing exactly that with this AK, trying to see if they can find someone here. Through Squeaky, he's gonna end up throwing a smoke at it. Staz and Devil, meanwhile, up in tracks, looking to go through pipe towards water. Devil's gonna move in first, but we also watch Citizen here dealing with a bit of a push while Pish is putting push through water. Shade and Mike will trade, and then Mike finds one more, giving the advantage to Wise Pixels up 4-3. Here's Citizen playing around Pillar, does find Staz and takes him down. Looks at Alphite now, who's pushing up short, but Alphite does get taken down by Mike, so it's going to leave Snooze by themselves as they go pick up the bomb. And Wise Pixel right now doing a good work in this bonus as Snooze may be thinking about trying to keep that AK, but they are walking their way along A-long. So let's see if they're still going for it. And right now it does look like exactly that. Starting off with a flash, trying to get themselves in there. Is going to take down Dams. They're starting to rotate on over. Fakes the plant. Tries to see. Here's footsteps to his right. Here's footsteps behind him too as well. Another fake plant. Trying to bait them out. Will he commit to this plant now? Finally does. But here they come right over by truck, and Mike will take him down. Wise Pixels will get this defuse, and they will be up 3-0 to get it started. Dams now lead. Oh, no, actually, sorry. Mike leading the server with that after that last round with their 6 frags. Dams right behind him with 5. UV1 here got another buy into them before potentially having to do another eco here, but this is a big round here. They don't got a lot of utility coming into this one, so potentially difficult round still for UV1 to win. But they're starting to move up together now, all the way through water. Gonna go up short, it looks like, as Staz is the first one through there. Does a little bit of damage onto Overdose. Citizen is off in that off angle, though, and will take down Staz as they walk up forward. That molly behind them, and Staz had nowhere to go. I don't know if you heard my cat just meow there. My cat S'more did not like that last play, evidently. Overdose. Throwing out a smoke, slowing down any continued push through short. Again, they got the early pick, so they're up 5-4 in numbers here. But there's a trade here quickly that happens. Snooze takes down Dams. The Devil goes down. So again, still 4v3 now. And there's Snooze making the numbers even here. It's 2K for Snooze so far. Moving up now. Shade just not prepared for Citizen to be right on the middle of the site there on A. So Shade gets taken down back to 3v2. But low HP numbers on everyone. Like literally everyone. Snooze the most HP at 74 on the server right now with 35 seconds left to go. This is definitely plausible for unexpected victory if they make the call to go for it. And so far, that is the call. They flash into water and are starting to make their way up B. Mike, though, in a big spot here to cause a lot of damage. But Snooze with the quick hands finds him quickly. But Snooze gets taken down by Citizen. Bomb does get planted. So Alfight in a 1v1 now. Alpha tries to come out, but Citizen picks up the giant 4K to deny that one. So a little bit of damage to the economy of Wise Pixels, but unexpected victory are still going to have to be the ones going into the eco round coming up here, as that's 4 in a row. They do have max loss bonus, and with Snooze getting a few kills, there might be an argument to force up here, and there definitely is, as you're seeing 8Ks and more utility bot. In fact, more utility than they had last round. So they're still going to do that. Now, this could potentially be a giant round here if UV1 could pick this one up cleanly. You're still getting a full buy, of course, of Wise Pixels, and they still have another round, of course, to do that again if they were to lose. But with UV1 at least getting a lot of frags in that last round, it isn't a monstrous lead now for Wise Pixels. Alfight does get this trade-off. Two of them push through A long for Wise, as Dams now will back off from that point. Devil may be thinking of going back to see where they're going to push off here. Staz walks up, finds Mike. Cat, I don't know if you guys can hear my cat, but I apologize if you can. My cat's going nuts right now. Overdose, going to throw the first smoke towards short. As we watch Shade go back to pick up the bomb. Minute left to go here in this round. Devil still waiting in bathroom, looking to see if anyone plays out aggressively. And they have a few times for Wise Pixels, so certainly don't mind the play and waiting to see what happens. They're in water right now. I think going to the B. Here comes the execute as the mollies and smokes are coming down now. Snooze pushing some bullets through those walls. And it looks like they're potentially basically hitting both sites at the same time. The bomb is at A, but they made a lot of noise at B. Devil then comes up and takes down that target, taking out Dam. So that will get a bomb planted. 4v2 here on the bomb defense. Overdose. Thinking of saving their M4, and they will do exactly that. Citizen backs off too, as well as the AK that they have. So great round win there by UV1. Taking down 3 guns too as well from Wise Pixels, so they get the opportunity to save 2 guns. Not bad. UV1 get their first round win of this map. And potentially have something to build some momentum on. Great play by Devil to pick up the frag that they did. Staz's as well. You should also shut out Alpha. Oh, Citizen does end up picking up a frag on Snooze. Overdose also finds Shade. That's definitely not insignificant, as that's 2 more rifles down that UV1 have to buy up again to this round, so they will have less utility again when they were potentially going to be set up really, really well in this one. But they'll have to do that. Note SMG and FAMAS over on Wise Pixels, so they don't have a perfect buy either. This points out it's a giant round, likely to go in eco for whichever team loses this round. A potential big 2-for-1 here. Overdose going aggressive, getting right up into short. I don't think they know that Overdose is right here, and they didn't play like they did if Snooze is right there. They throw out that molly to get a little bit of damage in him, but able to find their way out. Dam's also able to find Alfight there, and this is an awful round going on for UV1 right now. Shade down to 9 HP. Devil kind of the last one with a lot going for them. Shade now taken out. That's going to leave Devil on by themselves. Kind of surrounded there. Citizen takes it down. Clean round for Wise Pixels, and that's huge. It's going to put UV1 back on max loss bonuses. The defense is stout so far for Wise Pixels. 2 people with 8 frags right now, and Citizen and Mike. Abnormal's going to keep that SMG another round, but UV1's got a quasi-buy here. Got a scout and 1 AK. Basically a hero rifle situation there for Devil. Let's see how that one goes. Alpha, we've seen him do some impressive things with the scout in the past. Looking to call for that one today. Staz now back up to get the bomb. Oh, actually he's leaving it there. Overdose. Boosted, watching over Squeaky and Water there. Oh, what shooting by Mike? I was actually looking at the mini-map at the time, and then Mike found a way to get 2 big headshots there. Flash is coming in from Abnormal. Devil's got a chance if Mike peeks. Just missing the head there of Mike. Mike gets away with that one and then converts the frag. Great play by Mike. Citizen's able to pick up 1 more, but Alpha will get 1 frag with the scout. Switch on over to this AK. Can they get something done here? Picking off 1 more. Alphite's got to do something real special here to win the round. Maybe even it's just special enough to keep this rifle at this point. Try to run back and grab the bomb here. Could potentially meet up with Abnormal. Abnormal hears these footsteps. But Alphite's going to grab the bomb and start making their way back through Playground. 15 seconds left to go. If they're genuinely going for this, it's just got to be a mad sprint for it, but I don't think they should. But yeah, they're already stopping the tracks here. Might as well just save this gun. Looks out behind them, though. Abnormal gets taken down. Good 3K by Alpha in the losing effort. Able to hold on to this AK and at least do some damage to Wise Pixels there, as they're going to have to rebuy at least a little bit into this round. Save Devil because of them buying that AK in the last round. Everyone else will buy rifles here. They'll get themselves onto a MAC-10 though. And chalk this up as a giant round now for UV1. Gotta stop the bleeding. Aggressive boost there. Snooze trying to stop anyone aggressively pushing through A short. There was a couple. Snooze going through the smoke now. Devil, meanwhile, speaking of aggressive plays, is right here with this MAC-10, is walking right back through tunnels. See what they can potentially do with that SMG. Alpha picks the bomb back up. And Devil trying to utilize what they can. And here comes the execute onto the A side. Haven't seen a lot of A hits so far from UV1. Dams is the first casualty as Shade is able to find that one as they begin getting on site. Mike, though, behind the truck is able to find 1 more. It ends up being a trade as Snooze does take them out. They were at least able to finish off Devil, but here comes the rotation now. So we watch Overdose making their way back towards site. Alpha now looking to plant the bomb at default. Overdose taken down by Staz. Alpha finished off Abnormal. It's going to leave Citizen in a 1v4. Citizen trying to find a head. Just doesn't have the right spray. Staz takes him down. Mostly clean round for UV1, only losing 1 teammate in the process. Someone might be able to throw him a rifle there. No, Devil's actually going to be able to grab that one there. And we get a little bit of a pause here. So catch up with how this game has kind of been going so far. Wise Pixel comes out with a solid lead. UV1, though, picks up potential momentum turning around, but unable to convert the rounds following that. at least the last time. Of course, we just watched them win this round. This then chalks up this coming round as a pretty important one. They're going to get a quasi-buy out of Wise Pixels at best. Ton of them only having $2,050 on like Mike and Overdose, for example, and then Abnormal having less than 2,000. Citizen kind of has some cash, so they're going to buy themselves a Mag 7 and go from there. So basically an eco coming in, but they're going to 5-stack through short A. Staz takes a little bit of damage to get this one started too. And Snooze is just going to open up, spraying down 3. Eventually Mike is able to take him down. And then Mike finds another target. They're onto the B site. But potentially, let's see what Staz can do up here as he's trying to stuff the 5-stack. Is able to take down one more, but now Mike is now by themselves against 2. Has a 3K so far, has an AK in their hand, but down to 46 HP. Does have a molly and a flash. In the end, though, Shade just takes him down. And that is 2 in a row there for UV1. But decent eco for Wise Pixels as they do pick up some damage. They'll be able to buy up here again in this round, but if UV1 can find a way to win this one, momentum will certainly be on their side, and they'll be within 2. Right now, UV1 5-stack through tracks. Citizen trying to slow that down, is just spraying through, does find a trade. UV1 continuing to pour through Canal. Shade is going to find another trade. Mike, though, finds another. And Dams finishes off the last. Wise Pixel with a big defense on the B site. In what felt like the momentum potential swinging round. And that's going to leave UV1 down 3-7. And I believe... No, not quite max loss again, but... Right, they won 2 in a row. That makes sense. Molly in for Shade, pushing through to water. They immediately get there. Here's Dams meeting up with Staz Long and winning that battle. Alphight backs up to pick the bomb. Again, the rest of them's chilling out in water right now as Devil moves up short. Here's a bunch of nades and stuff. Overdose takes a bit of damage. Devil still chilling out behind the stacks. Sandbags, if you will. Citizen throwing out a nade. Devil still chilling out here, waiting to see if anyone pushes out. It's a play I fall for a lot. Citizen going back and forth again. Devil just behind those sandbags. They don't know it yet, but 40 seconds left to go. UV1 trying to make a decision here. Devil swings around, finds one, sprays it with help of Shade, takes down another. Mike up in heaven gets kicked off by Snooze. Devil finds another target. That's going to leave Dams by themselves against 4. They're all the way back in the A site. Devil looking for them to rotate on over if they come down here. Dams now moving down. Devil, of course, around here. Devil peeks. Dams with the HP advantage. But is now down to 8, so does not have that same advantage on anyone else anymore. Flashes and tries to get away with this AK. Another good round for UV1. As Dams is walking out through A long, UV1 will walk out of this one. Winners of the round. 7-4 lead for Wise Pixels. And not a ton of cash coming into this next round.
Terrorists win.
Abnormal with only 1,400. Dams, though, of course, able to save that AK, salvages a little bit of this round. And you're just seeing Deagles being bought up right now. So let's see if Dams can carry with that AK. Here's a flash. Snooze. Moving up connector. Almost finds the target, and Mike now gets through Squeaky. He's back, though. Mike not quick enough with the fingers there. Devil, I think saw that jump peek. At least at the very least heard it. Devil just getting a target here, but Citizen with the Deagle is going to find a nice trade. Still a 4v3. It's called 4v2 after that frag. Shade moving up short. Bomb starting to move up through tracks. Can get through Monster. Oh, actually is backing up and going around. Maybe they're going to decide to go for the A hit instead. As Staz is on site on A. Can potentially see that it's clear. Shade able to pick up a pick over in short to B. Shade still has one last target to beat. Shade's able to take that down. 3K for Shade. Nice round out of them. Unexpected victory now. Bring this to within 2. And with that one, it's decision time for Wise Pixels. Do they buy up here? Yes, they do. And if UV1 can win this round, definitely flips the script here a little bit on this half. Again, Wise Pixels half choice. Shade's gonna smoke up. Ooh, Overdose is on that cheeky boost. We'll get the early pick. Mike's trying to find one as well as they do that, taking down Devil. Abnormal also getting a big kill with their Deagle. Alphight able to at least trade, but it's 4v2 in favor of Wise Pixels at that point. Does Staz and Alphight go for bigger plays? Citizen all the way back through tracks. Do they turn around and find Alphight? Alphight looking the other way. Unable to predict that one. It's now Staz v4. Can they keep this rifle for 55 seconds? Just thinking about going back to the bomb. Gets back up the ladder. Makes their way over towards it. 40 seconds left. Has the bomb now. Starts off with flashing into alley. Citizen is in water right now. See if Staz sees them. Oh, switches to the knife. Peeks, but didn't recognize Citizen right there, and Citizen finishes them off. So that will be a half win for Wise Pixels if they made their way towards 8. But UV1's got a buy here. Except for Devil. Everyone... Oh, no, sorry. Devil does have an AK there. Never mind. Someone bought from. So this is potentially a giant round. You win this one, and you have something going into the last round. You lose this one for UV1. You don't really have a lot of cash left. And potentially you're looking at either 8-7 or 10-5 is both very realistic scores. Right now, they're stacked over in connector. We're getting the initial flash from Alphight. They're moving into water now. Overdose, jumps up, throws out a nade towards Squeaky, gets a little bit of information, does some chip damage. So they know a few of them are through in water right now. Does that commit some rotations right now? They're sticking with 3 over on the B site. Abnormal. Just under heaven. Citizen behind barrels. Throws out a nade towards the monster. No one there right now for UV1. They're trying to play this one out patiently. 45 seconds left. Devil moving up short now. Citizen did pick off Devil from barrels before. Let's see if Devil's going to predict this one a little bit better. Abnormal, though. Gets the initial beat. Gets a bullet onto Devil, taking him down to 72. 30 seconds left in this round. They don't have the bomb currently. That's being picked up right now by Snooze. Here comes the execute onto the B site. Smokes in front of them, though. It makes it a little bit difficult. Shade gets the first frag as they start entering in. Overdose firing through the smoke is going to do a ton of damage. In fact, taking out Staz, too, in the process. Shade already down to 3 HP. They do get the bomb planted, but Abnormal picks up 2 frags and let's call it 3 as they got that last one. Wise Pixels will defuse this bomb. UV1 will have a terrible buy for the last round of this half. So Wise Pixels poised to have a 10-win half. Unless UV1 could upset them here in this round. They still have 3 AKs, 2 Galeals, and at least some flashes. Still favored for Wise Pixels up in this one. Dams now, watch out for connector. Snooze trying to get in there quickly. Nade's gonna come in, do some damage on the Snooze. Snooze now whips around. Dams is able to take him down though. Alfight walking up A long, meets up with Mike, wins the battle. 4v4 now. Alfight took a decent amount of damage there, but Dams also took some damage earlier, so more or less even on that one. Devil not able to find Overdose. They're caught looking the wrong way, and now potentially this hit onto this A site. Alfight gets in the middle of site, taking down one. Stats goes down, but Abnormal picking off both those frags. Shade, last one standing here with 44 HP. Takes down Abnormal. Overdose, though, in bank. Is going to finish off Shade, and that will be a 10-5 lead here for Wise Pixels. They double up in rounds after the first half. Let's see what UV1's answer is defending. 10-5 is definitely a reasonable half to come back from. This is, I would say, mostly a CT-sided affair on this map. Like I was saying at the top of the show, just such a tough map to be a fresh team to come together. You have to have a lot of really solid executes and set plays, I believe, on the T side of this map. So with the roster being all new coming in this one, again, I don't know if there's ability to have scrims as these 5. So it definitely makes it a difficult proposition to come in on T side, but now that we're on the CT side, and again, 10-5 isn't terrible. CT side on this map does kind of take less general practice, and you might just, you know, just your natural experience at playing this game on the CT side can just come through. Let's see if UV1 have at least the ability to do exactly what Wise Pixel did and pick up 10 rounds. Alfight comes up aggressively at them, but they all start walking towards them. So Alfight trying to get some damage there. Does a little bit onto Mike as they're backing off from Bathroom. Staz, meanwhile, over here in Monsters, able to take down Abnormal. Nice initial pick. Staz going to reload that pistol as Overdose is going to try to whip around, take him down. Will do so. Overdose finding another target. Citizen also able to take down Shade. One more in heaven. That is Alfight. Overdose able to find a huge headshot. And Citizen finishing off the last target. Big pixel round win. You know UV1 wanted and might have felt like they needed that. Losing the pistol round makes the comeback effort feel harder, certainly when you're behind, but UV1 will save up in this one. See if Wise Pixels converts. 3 stack coming in from UV1. Overdose picks up 2 of them, picks up 3. Overdose just sprays them all down with the MAC-10. Mike, meanwhile, gets themselves onto this B site, finding Staz, leaving Snooze, the last one standing. Dam's gonna take him down. 12-5 lead here for Wise Pixels. First rifle round of this half coming up for UV1, and you gotta believe they feel like they got to win this one. Gotta win this one to put yourselves in a position to win this map. Wise Pixels goes into this bonus. Plenty of cash. Snooze moves up through short. Finds the flash target. Good flash just from Shade. Shade ends up going down to Citizen. But Snooze will pick up one more trade, putting us back to 3v3. Abnormal back here with the bomb through tracks, looking to make their way through the A site. Alfight. Excuse me, the B site. Alfight chilling out back behind barrels. Molly gets thrown that way, forces them to move. Abnormal sees where them, throws a nade at Alfight, who takes 17 damage for that. Mike now flashing, looking to move through this smoke. Alfight fires through that to slow anything down. 55 seconds left to go in this round as Wise Pixels tries to gather themselves. Here's Staz in behind. Abnormal is through a short. Can Staz get that? Staz does. 2 people left for Wise Pixels against the 3 of Unexpected Victory, as those 2 are starting to move up towards the B site through short. Dams finds a firefight with Devil. The Devil wins. Alfight now gets in behind Mike and finishes off that one. Good round for UV1. A must-win round for UV1. They still need to pick up 6 more rounds. 12-6 lead for Wise Pixels. And now with Wise Pixels buying up in this one. 20 bombs so far for Mike. If Wise lose this one, it makes things very, very interesting. Mike looking through Monster. Gonna find that one pick. Abnormal and Mike now moving through pipe into water. Devil opens up Squeaky and takes a ton of damage for it. Staz taking down Citizen, makes it a trade. As Overdose is able to pick up that frag. Devil, meanwhile, moving back to watch A long. Dams in tracks here with the majority of their team looking and posturing at this B site. Shade starts it off with a molly. Gives them the ability to walk back across. Minute left to go in the round. Still a couple flashes. Utility here. Mike finds another trade. Dams is then able to take down Snooze, so they'll get onto site and be able to get this plant down. Alfight and Devil up against 3 on this retake. They both go to heaven. Alfight taking a bulk of damage. Alfight jumps down from heaven. Devil tries to convert that, but Abnormal finds them. Alfight by himself will find one more target, but in the end goes down to Overdose. Wise Pixels now up 13-6. Kill leaderboard, Mike with 21, 16 for Citizen. Matching that number is Snooze, who's top dragon for UV1. Those are your 3 kill leaders so far on this day. UV1 into this eco now. Probably their last eco round of the game. It's going to be forced by or nothing through the rest of it. They flash and get themselves in the water. A little bit of a boost that Mike is trying to deny. Mike actually gets no damage firing at him, but the nade does. Here's Citizen. Back in Fountain. Potentially could meet up with Staz, who's moved through A long. Mike now moving up through Monster. Exie coming onto this site as Abnormal will pick up that frag. Snooze takes down Abnormal, but Mike trades it right back, so we're at a 3v3. Throws down the smoke so they can potentially get this plant off. As Citizen tries to get through water, but Staz is going to find a great frag. Shooting from Connector. So only 2 people left for Wise Pixels, and UV1 could convert a big eco round here. Damn, smoking off short. Trying to get it inside Devil. Up close and personal. Takes down Dams. Shade picks up Mike at a huge eco round win for Unexpected Victory. They'll pick up some rifles at the end of that one, and that's potentially a momentum swing that they need. Gonna send Wise Pixels here into an eco, I believe, unless Dams maybe maybe thinks about buying up into this one. No, won't do so. We'll just buy a pistol. Op into Devil's hand. I believe that'll be the first op we've seen this game. Wise Pixels did not use an op on the CT side at all, I don't recall. And that's the very round that could potentially turn everything around. You're on an eco, you force it now an eco on the other side. If you can convert this round, you're huge. Staz is gonna spray down 2 immediately. One more coming in now. Sees him. Staz picks him off. Staz looking for 4. Does get 4. Good anti-eco round for Staz now. It's only Mike left. And Mike gets taken down by the op of Devil. Clean anti-eco from Unexpected Victory. And that stamps a potential message over towards Wise Pixels. And Overdose still only has 2 grand in this one. So that will be back-to-back eco rounds coming in here for Wise Pixels. And UV1 can string together some clean rounds. They can put a stamp on this one. Here we go. 5-stack running through Monster. Snooze takes down 1. Shade takes down a couple more. Mike trying to do anything, but Shade will finish him off. Another 4K for Shade in this one. Another good anti-eco, clean anti-eco for Unexpected Victory. So they build up a stash of cash. And Wise Pixels here. Still 1 off away from max loss bonus. 13-9 lead for Wise, but UV1 are looking to look at double digits if they can win this one and potentially get themselves real close. Flash from Snooze. 3 members of UV1 have moved up through A long, but the majority of Wise Pixels have pushed their way into the B site, so UV1 have an interesting potential for flanking here as 2 of them are up in Fountain. Mike is watching for said flank and does find Al fight. Good job of Mike to be wary of that exact play. So they'll give themselves a 5v4 advantage. Mike finds another one and takes down Staz. So huge play from the kill frag leader right now from Wise Pixel. Eventually he's taken down here by Devil, but they did a ton of damage. But Shade picks up another 2, so suddenly UV1 are in a 2v3, and they're starting to come back here. Opper holding down A site. Both of them in long. Will Devil look this way? Oh. Devil moves back through bank just as they're coming in through long. There's going to be initial smoke that makes it difficult now for Devil, but they're starting to walk up here. Finds 1. Dam's trying to get away. Here's the initial smoke. They'll be able to defuse from this. Someone should start defusing. Here's the initial molly from Devil. That means Dams has got to go where Devil's pointing their crosshair. Smart retake from UV1. 13-10 is now a narrow lead for Wise Pixels, who was as big as 12-6. And like I was saying earlier, yeah, tough T-side map. Sometimes, if you're just a good player on the CT side and this side, it's all that matters. Limited scrim time, doesn't matter. If you can get into the CT side, not too far behind, you have the potential to win this map. And they're trying to do exactly that as we get out of this pause. Double op setup now for Unexpected Victory. Stas has got 1 too as well. Please, Wise Pixels, yes, now on max loss bonus for them. Overdose trying to spot on any aggression here. Staz, again, just watching with that op through short A. Snoozes nade here, does some chip damage. Citizen walking up. Finds Shade, throwing out utility towards water. Nice timing from Citizen. Citizen once again here in water, has his nade. He's gonna pop it all over that wall. Snooze. He's got themselves in an aggressive spot here. As the smoke clears. Finds Citizen. Swings around, looking for Dams. Dams, though, finds that frag. 4v3 in favor of Wise. Dams, though, down to 16 HP. Alphite's gonna smoke off Monster. Make it difficult to push. And here comes the short A push with 30 seconds left to go here for Wise Pixels. Devil's gonna move back up. Staz picks up a big frag. Devil's gonna grab another one. Both these ops are popping off. Staz in a great spot here. Overdose. Oh, great play by Overdose, though. So, 2v2. Devil's gonna have the quick hands. Overdose get the plant down. Alphite tries to deny it, but Abnormal protects his teammate. So now it's a 1v2. Can Devil pull this off? Needs a quick scope here. Actually, just a no-scope. Oh, goes for 2 no-scopes. Can't hit the second. Wise Pixels now up 14-10. Also able to pick up the op there at the end of that round from Overdose. But an expensive round for WP. UV1, of course, still having tons of cash. Will have another buy even if they lose this round, but of course that'll be match point for Wise Pixels if they are able to win this one. So that, of course, is a scary prospect. They don't want to think about that. Probably just want to win the round. Snooze. Big spray. Taking down Mike. Great early pick. Citizen. Looking back through Park Connector. The Shade is hanging out by barrels. Here comes the flash from Devil. Get themselves back onto this A site. Staz looking down A long. There is one around the corner, but we'll just smoke it off. Overdose walking up A short now. Sees a jump peek. Oh, gets a giant wall bang to take down Devil. So we're now into a 4v4. Opper down for UV1. See if someone else goes to pick it up. Citizen walks up first. Alphite flashing, getting themselves back towards the A site, but the bomb might be coming towards B. But let's see how Citizen does over here in their lurk effort. Staz! 2 bullets, 1 to the head. But here comes the real hit onto the B site now. Everyone from UV1 is over by A. So they will get this plant, so it's a 4v3 in the retake. Wise Pixels tries to get to a better spot, but Shade is able to get here and pick off 1. Alphite does go down, so it's still 3v2. Overdose finds a big frag here with the op. Finds the second one. And then Dams takes down Shade. Overdose MVP of that round. 3 big frags with the op. And again, I don't think they use an op over on the CT side, but get it done after stealing that op from Devil in the last round. So we're into match point here for Wise Pixels. They're up 15-10. UV1 got to do it 5 in a row to force overtime. They got to do it with 2 pistols in this round. Snooze and Alphite onto Deagles. Devil back on the op, though. Still able to afford that one in this all-important round. Snooze finding a big frag with the Deagle to get this one started. Staz in an aggressive spot. Catches Citizen. Abnormal trying to make a play here as Staz goes for the big flashy flash play, but gets denied by Abnormal. Still 4v3 in favor of UV1 at this point. Overdose getting boosted here. Devil just waiting. Couple of them again in A long. Here's Dams lurking towards the B site. Alphite could meet up with him. Devil just waiting patiently. 45 seconds left to go in this round. Abnormal's moving backwards. Looking for any sort of flank. First, 38 seconds still left in this one. Dams again, still over by the B side. Devil now. Misses the first shot. I thought for sure that was a hit. Dams moving up into the B site. Is going to find that frag. Snooze with the deagle. Is going to take down the bomb carrier and pick up their AK. Devil also found one frag at the same time. So that's going to leave Dams by themselves 1v3. Thinking about keeping this AK. Rest of the team is broke besides them. UV1 will win this round on time. Ooh. Dams potentially was looking for one exit frag, but we'll get out of this round. UV1 within 4. Still quadruple match point for Wise Pixels. But they got a bad buy here. They have the AK that was saved in this round. Everyone else upgraded pistols. Pretty much the only utility they had was what Dam saved from the previous round too as well. So let's see if UV1, they need to have this round clean. Can't really afford to buy too much more. Four stack moving up through A long. Mike backed up in party. What's about to switch to them, but Snooze killed them before I could switch to Mike. Staz, meanwhile, finds them. Takes down the first. It's just spraying down a couple more. Staz takes down 2 before going down. Dams finds Snooze, who is trying to come up connector. 3v2 in favor of UV1. Abnormal also down to 8 HP. Wise Pixels doing at least a good job of making this an expensive round for UV1. Abnormal's got themselves an AK. Is going to move through Squeaky. Smoke from Devil towards A long. Keeps jump peeking at short. 30 seconds left to go in this one. Wise Pixels probably happy to keep these 2 AKs. But no, they're actually moving up through A short. Smoking off the middle of the map. Alphite's gonna flash to get themselves in position. They get the bomb planted. Dams takes some damage through the wall and then gets finished off. So does Staz. As they'll get this defuse off and bring it now to within 3.
Bomb has been defused. Counter-terrorists win.
15-12 lead for Wise Pixels. They, of course, have had match point for it since it was 15-9. Yes, 3 in a row for UV1. Unexpected victory. Again, able to get a full buy here in this round. Molly's first going down. 3 of them make their way into water from Wise Pixels. Abnormal checking back for a flag. But right now UV1 playing back and staying on site. Smoke going towards Monster. Snooze chilling out, watching short. Abnormal flashing, gonna get access through to A short right now. Again, UV1 just playing it back, so right now Wise Pixels utility, well, you know, use smartly if UV1 is there, but UV1's patient is basically drawing out a lot of utility right now from Wise Pixels. Snooze now makes an aggressive play, finds a trade, and gets a little bit of information to the team, knows that one other was there, and that is Mike. Rotation, though, eventually coming over towards A site as they make their way through connector. Shade is the one on site. Throws up a flash, takes down Citizen, swings back around, not able to take down Abnormals. Abnormal takes him out first. Bomb now being planted here. We've got a 3v3 on this retake. Got an initial boost here, and they're moving up. Devil finds a target. No scope. Molly thrown up towards them. Bomb being defused. Abnormal trying to swing back up. Takes out one more. Devil's able to find another target, though. Devil starts to defuse, and Staz goes for him. Staz takes him down. UV1 now within 2. Wise Pixels has the money here for a goodbye. But will they have one in them for a goodbye after this round? We'll just have to wait and find out. 15-13 lead for Wise Pixels. Again, it was as big as 15-9. At one point, it was 12-6. Alphite finds a trade. Nade coming from Staz. Looking at the ones in short, they're able to back away and take any damage from that. Shade hanging out. Back of A. Devil, still with this op, has been real good with the op since they've had it. Initial smoke from Mike. Potential hit towards this B site. Staz takes a little bit of damage. Dam's gonna move through Monster. Finds Staz. Here comes the rest of them from Wise Pixels as they move through short. Overdose takes out Devil. Up in heaven. Again, that is the upper. That's huge. Snooze is able to find one kill onto Mike. That's top fragger of the server. Snooze gets him down. Snooze, huge play to take down 2. Shade takes down 1 more. Ooh, Shade. They get some damage from that molly in the end there. Now UV1 are within 1. Imperfect buy coming in from Wise Pixels in this round that could force overtime. 3 AKs and 2 Galeos right now for Wise Pixels. UV1 got everything they can want. Right now, Wise Pixels moving as 5 through Playground. Does Staz meet up with them? Here's a flash. Staz tries to predict where they are, but again, flashed up. Good play from WP. Devil now back on site with this op. Needs to find a few. Takes down 1. Grabs another. Devil with the defense. Able to take down 2. Abnormal able to finish him off eventually. Snooze takes down Dan, but Abnormal's going to walk up and pick up another. He's going to plant this bomb now. We got a 2v2. UV1 looking to force OT. Wise Pixels looking to end this game. Bomb still not planted. Alphite gets himself into a firefight, takes Citizen down to 33 HP. This bomb will get planted, but a 3rd health left on each member left of Wise Pixels. Here's the initial flash. Alphite peeks up and takes down Abnormal. It's only Citizen left. Citizen takes down Shade. 1v1 now. Alphite's able to finish him off. The IGL getting it done with 2K in this round. Forces overtime.
Bomb has been defused. Counter-terrorists
Ooh. Well, this is exciting. Unexpected victory down 10-5 after the first half. Lose the pistol. It gets as bad as 12-6. Heck, it got as bad as 15-9. But UV1 string together 6 rounds in a row. Get this back to within overtime. The new look UV1 looking real good, at least on this CT side, and see if they can continue that here in overtime. They got a double op set up again. Devil and Staz holding those. Here we go. Wise Pixels. 5 stack through playground once again. Staz, though, with the op. Gotta slow them down. Taking out Dams. Big pick to get it started. Both offers are on the A site. Little bit of boost. Devil misses by a narrow margin. They're still insisting to push through short A here, despite should know that there's 2 ops here at this point. Here they come. Staz quick with the fingers. Looking for another one. Barely misses that one. Overdose able to take him out, but Devil still here. Is going to take down another. 2 people left now on Wise Pixels. Alfight has come in here and rotated. He's going to take down Mike. Overdose. Gonna try to hold it down for the team. Will not be able to do so. Alpha picks up the 2. Staz picked up big 2 earlier. And of course the 1 from Devil converts this round. 16-15 lead for UV1. They're up 1-0 in overtime. Snooze, by the way, has moved up to top frag since moved to overtime. Got 28 so far. Mike right behind them with 27. Staz looking for the early pick again. Does a leg shot onto Citizen. Op on abnormal for Wise Pixels to note. Double op set up again for UV1. Moving through tracks now is Wise Pixels. All 5 of them are here. They get into water. Snooze gonna flash initially and then get the jump peek. You got the information that they're all there. Snooze going for a big aggressive play. Takes down Mike. Top fragger, taking out top fragger. And here they come. Snooze able to find 1 more, but abnormal. And Alfight will pick off 2. Let's leave it to Overdose and a 1v3. Alfight takes him down. IGL getting done again. 3 frags for Alfight. Those 2 huge one for Snooze puts him on a 30 bomb. And UV1 up 2-0 in this overtime. Can they convert all 3 CT rounds? That would potentially be huge. Means they would only need 1 on T side if they could do it. Wise Pixels gotta feel like they're behind the 8 ball in here. They gotta feel like they need to pick up a win. It's now been 8 rounds in a row for UV1. Wise Pixels in onto a default. They 5-stacked a lot lately, and it's not worked out for them. Mike is able to find the initial frag here. It's Snooze not there. Snooze again took him down last round. Mike answering this one. Always so great when the 2 frag leaders on both teams are going head-to-head. And they're trading. Mike, though, takes a little bit of damage here on that one, so they're still down to 22 HP. But it is still a 5v4 in favor of Wise Pixels. Meanwhile, Devil watching over the A site with this op. Staz also with it. So they still got the 2 ops on A. See, does Staz meet up with Citizen, who's made their way all the way past bench here? Staz creeping. Citizen creeping. Staz is right around there. Citizen takes down Staz. At the same time, though, Devil was able to pick up Overdose, so they don't get onto the site completely cleanly. Rotations are coming on over. Here comes Alfight and Shade here to join the defense. Bomb now planted. Citizen picks up a huge frag on Alfight. Shade, though, picks up 1 more. It's only Devil by themselves. Gonna be taken down. So that's a 2-1 on the CT side for UV1. Wise Pixels finally pick up a round, but again, that's 8 in a row, including regulation for UV1. Can Wise Pixels 2-1 themselves on the CT side force a second overtime, or can UV1 win 2 more to win the game? It's basically, Broads and Bacon, it's basically a race to 4. 4 wins. It's a best of 6, right? In overtime. You get 3 rounds on each side, on CT and on T. Or race to 18 for the bigger number on top. It's probably an easier way to put that, but... Sorry, race to 19. As I say the wrong number. Here we are. UV1. Of course, had a tough T side, but both these teams had tough T sides. I dare say UV1 CT side did look a little better than Wise Pixels. Those 6 rounds in a row are easy to remember in regulation. Again, the 2 more in overtime. Devil in connector, looking around. We know no one's there, but good for him to peek. Mike. Huge from Mike. That's how they won last round, was Mike getting the initial pick. They finish off Alphite there. Gives them the 5v4. Mike. Oh, Mike answering snooze here so far. Mike looking to take this game back on over. Citizen finds Devil. Dam's also getting a good amount of damage onto Staz. Round looking heavily favored right now for UV1. Again, Wise Pixels don't pick up an op here on the CT side. But indication from this round is that they don't need it. Shade on site on B, but gets taken down. So clean round for Wise Pixels. They tie it up 17-17. Again, if Wise Pixels is able to 3-0 on this side, they will win this match. But if UV1 could take at least 1 more round... it'll force another OT, or again, UV1 can win it if they can win 2 in a row here. Here comes the movement into water. Abnormal taking some chip damage down to 57 already. Again, note how big those initial opening frags from Mike were in these past couple of rounds. UV1 trying to not get themselves in that same situation. UV1 into connector. Or excuse me, Wise Pixels into connector. Let's see if Staz can suss this out. Staz is gonna find a quick reaction time, so at least make that a trade. And they start moving in. Citizen finds 1 more though. But again, that ends up being another trade, so we're into a 3v3. Usually favors the T side. Just straight trades like that. But Mike, if anyone's gonna answer anything, it's gonna be Mike. Mike picking up 1 more, trying to fight off with snooze again. Mike gets it done, taking down the bomb carrier, turning around and picking up a 3rd. Mike putting his team on their back. They have match point once again. Can UV1 force a second overtime, or is Wise Pixels going to end it here? This time, though, Wise Pixels is on the CT side. Snooze now with 30 frags. Mike's still leading the server with 33, but definitely will want to add a few more numbers here. Dams is going aggressive, gets themselves into connector. Citizen all the way through A short as well. Snooze. Looking to meet up with Dams. Dams will find him, though. Devil trades. Everyone else moving up through A long. Devil, gets taken down by Citizen. Which out of context is kind of a funny sentence. But either way, they're moving up now through the A site. Citizen picks up another frag. Abnormal back of site's gonna throw down a molly. They've also taken down the bomb carrier, so it's just Staz and Alphite. Staz throwing down his initial smoke. Alphite looking to pick off Mike here. Great play by Alphite. They still got to deal with 3 more. Staz looking at this bomb. 50 seconds left to go. It is being protected right now. Abnormal gets in behind and takes down Alphite, so it's only Staz. Staz unable to pull off a big clutch, and despite a monstrous effort for UV1 to get themselves back into this game, they lose it in overtime by the narrowest of margins. GG, well played, Wise Pixels, winner of the day, but UV1 can hit their heads held up high for how they performed in this one. Again, 8 rounds in a row. 6 of them to get themselves into overtime, 2 more to give themselves a lead in that overtime. But in the end, Wise Pixels were able to pick off the last 3 rounds they needed to win the game. Well, that was a great game. Obviously, UV1 Centered Stream will be disappointed by the loss. But either way, if you just kind of pull back a little bit and just enjoy how great of a match that really was of Counter-Strike, great game. Well played by Wise Pixels. They themselves will improve themselves, I believe, to 3-8 now. UV1, of course, now sitting with another loss here in this one. But either way, unexpected victory. Looking pretty decent now with this new roster. They are also able to pick off a win off stream to note. That was on Tuesday, so their record is now sitting here at 2 wins and 8 losses. Give a quick shout out here to UV1 sponsors. Faygrips.store/discount/UV1 for 20% off there. Zydax for your laptop and computing needs. mbsy.co/xidax/unexpected-victory. Chairs for gaming. You also get 10% off there if you use code UV1. Athlete Labs. eathlete.gg. Use code UV1 for 10.5% off. Some good energy there. And finally, Evo9X, code UV1 for 10% off your Unexpected Victory jerseys. All of those sponsors help support the team, so definitely at least check that stuff out. And hopefully we'll start seeing some W's coming in for this next one. Very good effort, again, from a new roster put together. You got to think about it like again, I touched on how the T side's pretty difficult when you're coming in together as kind of a new roster, but they did pretty decent. 10-5 again is a very plausible round. Look at the little things that could have done differently. They could have picked up one more round on the T side and maybe have been fine. They could have won the pistol round on either side and been fine. Narrow margins separated this one. Obviously, narrow margins when you get a team into overtime and they have to win it a 3-0, like on one side to do it, like 18-17, literally as close as it gets. So well played. It was a fun match. I look forward to seeing what UV1 do in the future. The default time for the next match is a week from now, March 10th at 10 p.m. Eastern time. Of course, they pay attention to at UV1_esports for any sort of update on that. I've been Johnny Esports this whole time. This is CC who's potentially meowing to the mic as well. But you can find me at JONY Esports everywhere: Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, Twitch, Facebook. JONNY Esports. Thanks, folks. Fun game. And I think Armor Light says the best. GG's first match with fresh roster. Not a bad start. Only up from here. Let's go, baby. Thank you, folks, for joining me. We'll see you all next time.
I just wanna sing real loud to a breakup song. I said no. I just wanna act real bad.